Arthur Miller's The Crucible is a play set in Salem, Massachusetts, during the 1692 witch trials. It begins when a group of girls, led by Abigail Williams, are caught dancing in the woods and accused of practicing witchcraft. To avoid punishment, they start accusing others, creating mass hysteria. John Proctor, a respected farmer, tries to expose the lies, but his past affair with Abigail complicates things. His wife, Elizabeth, is accused of witchcraft, and when Proctor challenges the court, he is also arrested. He is given a chance to confess and save his life, but refuses to lie, choosing to die with honour. The play ends with innocent people executed and the town left in chaos, showing the dangers of fear and false accusations. The Crucible is both a historical drama and a political allegory, written during the 1950s as a response to McCarthyism, when Americans were accused of communism without proof. Miller uses the Salem witch trials to show how fear can lead people to abandon reason and justice. The play explores how personal grudges, lies, and paranoia can spread quickly, leading to tragic consequences. Through powerful dialogue and intense conflict, The Crucible forces readers to question how society treats truth, power, and morality. Its themes remain relevant today, as it warns against the dangers of mass hysteria and blind obedience. The play demonstrates how fear can overpower logic and justice. In Salem, the fear of witchcraft spreads so quickly that people begin accusing their neighbours to protect themselves. Even respected figures like Rebecca Nurse and John Proctor fall victim to the madness. Miller shows how fear can lead people to abandon their morals, turning against friends and loved ones. The hysteria in The Crucible mirrors real-world events where fear causes societies to act irrationally, often at great cost. Reputation is a driving force in the play, as characters fear public shame more than anything else. Reverend Parris cares more about his status than the truth, while Abigail manipulates others to protect her own name. John Proctor, however, values integrity, refusing to confess to a lie even if it means his death. His famous line, "Because it is my name," highlights the importance of personal honour. Miller suggests that standing by the truth, even in the face of death, is the ultimate test of character. The play explores how those in power can manipulate others for personal gain. Abigail uses fear and deception to control Salem, eliminating those who stand in her way. Judge Danforth and the court officials refuse to admit they are wrong, fearing that it will undermine their authority. Miller shows that when power is based on fear instead of truth, it leads to corruption and injustice. The Crucible warns against leaders who use fear to maintain control, as their actions can destroy innocent lives. John Proctor is the play's tragic hero, flawed but ultimately honourable. He struggles with guilt over his affair with Abigail, but redeems himself by refusing to compromise his integrity. Abigail Williams is the main antagonist, using lies and manipulation to gain power and get revenge on Elizabeth Proctor. Elizabeth Proctor is strong and moral, forgiving John and standing by the truth despite her suffering. Reverend Parris is selfish and paranoid, prioritising his reputation over justice. Judge Danforth represents blind authority, refusing to question the court's decisions even when innocent people are condemned. Through these characters, The Crucible explores themes of truth, morality, and the dangers of mass hysteria.